over the line, and over the top. This is PWS, Phil's Wrestling Show, WWE Over the Limit Preview. Hello everyone, and thanks for tuning in to Phil's Wrestling Show, WWE Over the Limit Preview. On this final part, I'm previewing Big Johnny Laurnaitis putting his general manager job on the line versus the leader of the C Nation himself, the one and only John Cena. Now, last month at Over the Limit, John Laurnaitis' boy, the next big thing, Brock Lesnar, had an insane match with John Cena, Extreme Rules style, that a lot of people consider changed the industry. A lot of people feel, as I accurately predicted, that Brock Lesnar adding a lot of MMA style moves into his pro wrestling moveset really opens the door for all sorts of possibilities in pro wrestling. Now this is something, of course, guys like Undertaker and Shane McMahon had been talking about years ago, that WWE need to incorporate a certain amount of MMA into WWE, because let's face it, modern UFC is just real pro wrestling. Strikes and slams and submissions are all allowed. The only big difference is that you can't pin anybody in UFC. UFC is actual fighting, WWE is entertainment fighting, but some share from the other. UFC used to incorporate a lot of WWE-style presentation with big outlandish entrances and whatnot. And they might not focus on that so much, but take a look at that UFC Octagon. There's all sorts of lights and setup and everything. So, one shares a lot from the other. Aside from that rant, Big Brock Lesnar didn't get the job done, and John Cena blasted him with the chain and the FU on the steps, and that was it. Now, of course, the next night, Brock Lesnar went nuts and broke Triple H's arm with the Kimura and pretty much fired himself for the time being. That's another preview for another time. Now, of course, Big John Laurnaitis is left out in the dust without his boy Brock Lesnar to be the new face of the WWE. And, of course, John Cena couldn't be happier that John Laurnaitis' guy failed. So, of course, John Laurnaitis can't withstand this type of pressure, and he put a beat down with the help of Lord Tensai on John Cena and announced that Laurnaitis himself would be Cena's next opponent. Now, of course, I'm not exactly thrilled that the main event of a pay-per-view is going to be stupid John Laurnaitis taking on John Cena, but a few wrenches have been thrown into the gears as we tippy-toed a little closer to this match. Now, as Big Johnny has taken over both brands, he's made it abundantly clear that he does not want people making fun of him and his raspy voice. Beep pow! So, Big Show unfortunately made that mistake, and over the course of a week, he pretty much was humiliated and fired by John Laurnaitis. And as John Laurnaitis attempted to tell John Cena what could happen in their match, he received a message from the board of directors saying that John Laurnaitis will not be able to use his powers as general manager to make any changes in the match with John Cena, which included anybody interfering in the match would be fired. Now, of course, this has brought on a storm of things, including if Big Show is fired, maybe he'll interfere on behalf of Laurnaitis to get his job back. Now, that, of course, is a possibility in this match. And speaking of the match itself is going to go down like this. John Cena beats the living shit out of John Laurnaitis for 15 to 20 minutes. And then whoever's going to interfere is going to interfere at the end. The big question is, a lot of people are discussing, is it going to be Big Show interfering, or is it going to be Batista interfering? Yes, Batista. There's been rumors swirling since WrestleMania that Batista would eventually make his way back very, very soon. And A lot of people feel that since he was the last person to deal with Cena at Over the Limit last year, and since that never really got squashed fully, that this is Batista's opportunity to come back where he isn't hired at all, and he could also interfere. I personally cooked up the idea that maybe Batista helps Laurnaitis, but Big Show interferes to help Cena. So lots of things to go on here, but my official pick and prediction is that somehow, someway, unfortunately, Big John Laurnaitis wins this match and retains his place as the general manager, and we get another month of Cena chasing him and whoever his henchman intends to be. Now, of course, I would personally love if it was both Big Show and Batista interfering in this match, just because it would open up a lot of possibilities and adds another big face to the main event division. So, my pick, Big Johnny Laurnaitis. Of course, official prediction for what happens is that Big Show, Batista, or both will interfere in this match, leading to that outcome. I thank you guys for tuning in to my WWE Over the Limit preview. Please check out my eBay items, and of course, please check out my Facebook as well. Thanks, guys, and have a good weekend.
Now available on eBay. Click the link in the description.